einer weiteren Folge Vampyr auf meinem Kanal. Wir beginnen diese Folge erstmal mit Heilkunde. Wie ihr seht, hier ist die Stadt fast komplett verseucht, weil alle hier krank sind. Und wir werden die Leute erstmal ein bisschen auffrischen, damit die dann bald wieder fit sind zum Aussaugen, wenn ich mal die Bandstufe erreicht habe. Aber als erstes muss ich hier diese Leute finden, damit ich die überhaupt heilen kann. Der erholt sich schon, das ist gut. Nur die Frage ist, wo finde ich die jetzt wieder? Da komme ich noch nicht hin zu dem. Der ist gesund. Okay, hier sind die. Erschöpfung. Okay, habe ich nichts weiter. Da auch nichts. Heilen.
Can I offer you my medical aid?
Keep your medicines for...
There is a thin...
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Okay, da ist nichts mehr. Gut.
Goodbye, Mr. Peter.
Erholt sich. Hier drin war doch der andere.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure.
Klar,
There's
sicher.
only pain and suffering in this world.
So,
I'm not bothered. What could be...
Okay, auch nichts Neues, oder?
if life... So,
I'm not...
Und hier? Auch nichts. Medizin geben.
do you need any...
Yes, I do.
You'll feel... I'm not... Goodbye.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Gut. Wen gibt's noch? Den haben wir. Den auch. Der ist gesund. Erschöpfung. Ja, das glaube ich, dass die erschöpft
Good
ist.
evening, Christian.
Change.
Auch nix. Auch nix.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It.
I am shocked.
Forgive my.
Goodbye, Miss. Take...
So, wenn noch jemand erschöpft ist, ich habe nichts mehr. Aber hier fehlt noch der Reporter. Da ist er doch. Erschöpfung, shit, ich hab nichts mehr.
walls of your home will not protect you. For there is
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Wo ist mein Versteck? Hier unten. Und shit ist. So, das ist die Händlerin, die... Hat ich da schon nach Waffenteile geguckt?
I'd like to see what kind...
Ja. Nein, das will ich gar nicht. Versteckt bin ich vorbei. Irgendwo hier müsste das sein. Irgendwo hier. Da drinnen. Da.
I cannot enter.
Echt jetzt ist es das doch ein Witz, Alter. Das ist ein Witz. Komme ich da rein? Ach, Loot. Loot. Muss ich irgendwie von hier reinkommen. Sieht aber schlecht aus. Jo. Nee, komme ich nicht rein. Und dort? Nö. Das ist jetzt ein Witz.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again. Its effectiveness has been proven by men.
Okay, dann eben nicht.
Can you pay for peace of mind? Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other?
Clayton.
Used to be neighbours, Christ.
I prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Das ist doch Clayton.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tut mir auf jeden Fall leid.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious, never goes out, doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Hinter der Kirche.
He never goes out.
No, a few days ago he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Hinter der Kirche. Kann ich mit der Blume machen? Ah. Okay. Nein, geh doch dahin. Das ist wie eine Wand gerade gewesen.
Hello again, miss. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
4000 Punkte.
Very well.
Ist das heftig.
Hello again, miss.
Nein, ich wollte den Blumentopf.
Very well.
Meter. Das ist der Briefkasten, den ich hier finden muss. Das war hier drinnen. Finde den Briefkasten. Hier komme ich nicht rein.
It's locked, all right.
Muss irgendwo hier sein. Da.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Richard, das ist doch der Typ hier, oder? Unbekannt. Aber das wird der sein. Aber wie komme ich da rein? Da ist zu. Geht's auch nicht rein.
So pale, my lord. Would you like me to?
Unable to see the true horror around you.
Komme ich hier rein? Yes. So habe ich den Weg noch nicht früher gefunden. Natürlich sind hier Monster. Natürlich sind hier Monster. Mit dem hier? Okay. Da geht's nicht auf. Okay, hier rein.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Erkältet, aber habe ich auch nix.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles, and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious Camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Ein Hinweis. Ja, gut. Gibt's hier noch was Neues jetzt? Nee. Nee.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Okay. Nix Neues, nix Neues.
I'll leave.
Good.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Vielleicht lasse ich auch die Stumme als einzige überleben. Weil dann wird jeder denken vielleicht, dass sie lügt und dass sie nur Mist erzählt. Also sie kann ja nicht erzählen, aber dass sie vielleicht durchgedreht ist deswegen. Und keiner glaubt ihr.
Hello again, miss. Tell me about Richard Nethercote. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia.
Warnstufe 5.
Very well.
Warnstufe 5, die erreiche ich ja nie. So, jetzt geht's hier zum Haus. Erholt sich. Und ich müsste dann auch mal schlafen gehen, damit die Leute gesund sind. Aber vorerst brauche ich noch ein paar mehr Punkte, damit ich leveln kann.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Punkte bekommen. Erstmal alles hier plündern, ausrauben. Bronchitis. Weiß nicht, ob ich da was hab. Okay, da geht's raus. Müssen wir hier alles abgucken. Vielleicht liegt hier noch ein Hinweis. Nee.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Tell me... Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Okay, wie viele Hinweise haben wir? Alles voll. Prima, perfekt. Bandstufe 2.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
So, hier durch den Hof, oder wie? Ach ja. Das sah gerade ein bisschen komisch aus. Gut, einmal aufgeschlossen. Und einmal aufgeschlossen. Bezirk bedenklich. Nelkenextrakt, okay. Schilling. Okay, erst nochmal hier unten gucken. Ein Brief. Brief an Schwester Dosi. Okay, ein Hinweis. So, schauen wir mal.
Convulsions, Doctor.
Ja, gleich. Hey.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, doctor. He's still bleeding, doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, doctor.
Tot.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
It's locked, all right.
So, reden wir erstmal mit der hier, bevor wir irgendwo anders dahin gehen.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Hm. Dreimal dürft ihr raten, was ich nehme. Ich lasse euch ein paar Sekunden Bedenkzeit.
Nurse Crane, there is no question that the work you've done here is extraordinary, but this dispensary is incapable of coping with the outbreak. It's only a question of days before the situation at hand will overwhelm us. I cannot allow it. It's my duty to put an end to this immediately.
I'm not ashamed. I did what was right. For in the end, I saved lives and you took them. But we had so much in common, Doctor. Don't you see that?
Bannstufe, was? Verzeihen Sie, Mr. Dozy. Mrs. Dozy. Hm. Die Alte hat einfach 5000 Punkte gegeben. Na gut, jetzt muss ich hier... Es geht hier vor sich.
This one stinks already. He's done for!
Sag bloß, die haben jetzt hier alle getötet. Oh je, die Leute sind hier einmarschiert. Hoffentlich leben noch die Bewohner.
Lean spotted! Watch out! Bastard! Filthy beast!
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in. Yes?
Tell me...
Gegen Shitties habe ich natürlich nichts.
Goodbye, Mr.
Status Bezirk bedenklich, okay. Was für eine Bannstufe habe ich denn jetzt? 2.
Goodbye, Miss.
If I could get some work in.
Its effectiveness has been
Okay. Wir müssen ins Krankenhaus zurück.
proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanderer pool.
Jetzt ist die gute Dozy tot. Aber wer hätte das nicht gemacht? Ich bin auf jeden Fall mal gespannt, wie sich dieser Bezirk dann verändern wird.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Absichtlich, okay.
Kill it, boy! Burn it! Roast the leech, boys! Shit! Burn it!
Yes. Da ist ja noch einer. Okay. War ein Hinterhalt. Das war ein Hinterhalt. War ich hier schon mal drin? Ja. Es eskaliert hier alles, oder wie? Autsch. Okay. Jetzt eskaliert alles. Hat sich das Spiel aufgehangen? Ja, das Spiel hat sich aufgehangen. Also, ist die Folge an dieser Stelle beendet. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zusehen. Wenn euch die Folge gefallen hat, lasst bitte einen Daumen nach oben da. Wenn nicht, gern einen Daumen nach unten. Vielen Dank, bis zum nächsten Mal und tschüss.